In recent years, a disturbing medical trend has emerged, sending shockwaves through the oncology community. A sharp rise in aggressive cancers among young adults and even children is defying conventional medical understanding, prompting researchers to search for explanations beyond traditional risk factors. Cases of pancreatic, colon, ovarian, and other malignancies have increased in people under the age of 50, with some children as young as 8 presenting with advanced forms of these diseases. The rapid progression and severity of these cancers have led some experts to describe them as turbo cancers, a term reflecting their unusually aggressive nature and poor prognosis. Cancer has long been associated with aging, with the majority of cases developing after decades of accumulated genetic mutations and environmental exposures. The body's immune system plays a crucial role in preventing cancer by identifying and eliminating rogue cells before they become malignant. Natural killer cells act as frontline defenders, seeking out and destroying cancerous and virus-infected cells daily. However, when the immune system becomes compromised or dysregulated, its ability to detect and eliminate threats diminishes, allowing cancer to take hold and spread unchecked. A growing body of evidence suggests that immune suppression and chronic inflammation may be key drivers behind this surge in aggressive cancers among younger individuals. Several factors are being investigated as potential contributors, ranging from lifestyle changes to environmental exposures and medical interventions. Among the most concerning possibilities is the increasing burden of immune dysregulation, which appears to be shifting the delicate balance between immune activation and suppression. Overactive regulatory T cells, a subset of immune cells responsible for preventing excessive immune responses, may be suppressing the very mechanisms that are designed to keep cancer at bay. When these suppressor cells become too dominant, they can weaken the immune system's ability to recognize and attack malignant cells. At the same time, a decline in the activity of natural killer cells can further compromise the body's ability to fight cancer at its earliest stages. Chronic inflammation has long been linked to cancer development, with long-term exposure to inflammatory signals creating an environment conducive to tumor growth. Persistent inflammation can lead to DNA damage, disrupt normal cell repair mechanisms, and promote the proliferation of abnormal cells. This inflammatory state has been associated with a range of modern health conditions, including obesity, metabolic syndrome, and autoimmune diseases, all of which have been on the rise in recent decades. Researchers are exploring whether changes in diet, exposure to endocrine-disrupting chemicals, and chronic infections are contributing to immune system imbalances. The widespread consumption of ultra-processed foods, which are often laden with artificial additives, high levels of sugar, and unhealthy fats, has been implicated in the rise of metabolic disorders and systemic inflammation. The long-term effects of these dietary patterns on immune function and cancer susceptibility remain an area of intense investigation. Environmental toxins are another area of concern. Endocrine-disrupting chemicals found in plastics, pesticides, and personal care products have been shown to interfere with hormonal balance and immune regulation. Heavy metals, air pollution, and microplastics are increasingly being scrutinized for their potential role in immune suppression and cancer development. The cumulative impact of these exposures over time may be weakening the body's natural defenses, making individuals more vulnerable to early onset and aggressive malignancies. Infectious agents have also been implicated in cancer risk, with certain viruses known to play a role in tumor formation. Human papillomavirus, Epstein-Barr virus, and hepatitis B and C have well-documented links to cancers of the cervix, liver, and lymphatic system. The possibility that chronic low-grade infections or immune perturbations from repeated vaccinations or other medical interventions could be influencing immune function is an area of emerging interest. Some researchers are investigating whether repeated immune stimulation, particularly through certain booster regimens, could be inadvertently shifting the immune system into a state that favors immune suppression rather than immune vigilance. The rapid increase in aggressive cancers in young people is challenging the traditional view that cancer is primarily a disease of aging. The medical community is calling for a deeper investigation into the role of immune function in cancer prevention and treatment. Oncology has historically focused on tumor-targeting treatments such as chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery, but there is a growing recognition that a more holistic approach may be needed. Immunologists are now playing a greater role in cancer research, as the field of immuno-oncology seeks to understand how immune modulation can be used to prevent and treat malignancies more effectively. One avenue of exploration is how to restore balance to the immune system by enhancing the activity of natural killer cells while reducing the overactivity of suppressor cells. Lifestyle interventions, including dietary changes, intermittent fasting, regular physical activity, and stress reduction, have shown promise in modulating immune function. Certain compounds found in natural foods, such as polyphenol in berries and green tea, have been studied for their potential immune-boosting and anti-inflammatory effects. Nutritional strategies aimed at reducing chronic inflammation and improving metabolic health may become an important component of cancer prevention efforts. Sauna use, exposure to natural sunlight, and optimizing sleep quality have also been linked to improvements in immune function. These factors may play a role in enhancing the body's ability to clear damaged cells and maintain a more resilient immune system. Emerging research into metabolic therapies, such as ketogenic diets and fasting mimicking protocols, suggests that targeting metabolic pathways could influence immune function and cancer risk. The rise of aggressive cancers in young people underscores the urgent need for a shift in how cancer is understood and treated. Rather than focusing solely on tumor removal and chemotherapy, a broader perspective that considers the immune system's role in cancer prevention and control is gaining traction. Future research must prioritize understanding the mechanisms behind immune suppression, chronic inflammation, and environmental influences on cancer development. This alarming trend is forcing the medical community to rethink long-held assumptions about cancer. If immune system dysregulation is playing a central role in the surge of early-onset aggressive cancers, then addressing the underlying causes may be key to reversing this crisis. The coming years will likely see a greater emphasis on immunological research in oncology, as scientists work to unravel the complex interactions between the immune system, inflammation, and cancer development. The medical field is now faced with an urgent challenge: identifying and mitigating the factors driving this surge in aggressive malignancies among younger populations. Whether the answers lie in environmental changes, dietary interventions, immune modulation, or a combination of these factors, the need for action has never been greater. A re-examination of modern health practices, along with a commitment to understanding the deeper biological mechanisms at play, will be essential in confronting this growing epidemic of early-onset cancers. The rise in aggressive cancers among young people is a wake-up call for all of us. With immune system suppression, chronic inflammation, and environmental factors possibly playing a role, it's clear that cancer is no longer just a disease of aging. The medical community must rethink its approach, shifting focus toward prevention, immune system support, and lifestyle interventions. What do you think is driving this alarming trend? Could diet, toxins, or immune dysregulation be the hidden culprits? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into critical health topics. See you in the next video.